gift. My name is Dan Hughes. Welcome to QVC2 on a Monday. If you've been struggling, you've been trying to figure out what am I going to give that's going to be out of this world, how about the gift of a hot tub? Last night, it was 23 degrees at my house, and sitting in the hot tub was the perfect thing to do. You laugh at the weather, you ignore the cold, and it feels so good to have 180 jets bubbling up against you, relaxing you, and warming you in water that is heated and maintained up to 104 degrees. That's not bath water, that's hot tub water. Let me introduce you to Bestway. Bestway is a portable, inflatable hot tub company. They also make, by the way, inflatable pools. These are adult experiences. Your kids will love it, but I don't want you to think that this is like the plastic pool that you get at the big discount store. We've sold, since we made it available, over 2,800 families have said this is what we want for the holidays. So why today? Number one, I've got it sale priced at less than $600. Do your Google searches. Check Bestway, but make sure you're looking for what is the San Moritz. The San Moritz is their big round hot tub that will seat 5 to 7 people. If I don't beat their price, wherever else you find it, I'm okay with that. And I'll tell you, our QVC price on this is $725. Our sale price is $599.99. That's $125 off right then and there. Plus, shipping and handling on this is $61.97. Today, you won't pay that. That's been picked up. So you're looking at saving almost $200. Now, on Easy Pay on any credit card, you've got 5 payments of $120. But I can outdo that. I can beat that. It's so exciting when, as a retailer, I know I've got an incredible price tag, and then to be able to offer an incredible offer of a 12-month interest-free financing program. So that's going to take your $120 payment and drop it to less than $60 per month. And it's on its way. Imagine, if you will, by this time in the weekend, you're sitting in your own hot tub. It's amazing. I want to bring my friend in and my expert in. By the way, it's not that warm outside right now. Michelle, in fact, did you check the thermostat before you went outside?
I think it's 40 degrees out.
Oh, okay, it warmed up a little bit.
39. I'm wrong. 39 degrees out.
When we think of an inflatable hot tub, the first thing, and I did it too, I freely admit it, my first thought was, oh, it's kind of a toy version of a hot tub. No, the only difference is that you're using an amazingly strong bladder of air as your support instead of fiberglass or solid structure. And the portability of this means that you can move it much easier than you could ever do with a hard shell. Plus, the hard shells start with a comma in the price tag.
I know. And they're not readily available. I called locally to see what in the world, what do you have in stock? And some of them are 4 to 6 months out. But so this is great. This is a real hot tub. So I'll say, an inflatable hot tub, it is a real hot tub. And this is why Bestway, as you mentioned, Bestway's been in the business for 25 years doing not just hot tubs, but other things like stand-up paddleboards, anything you see inflatable in the industry there. They keep continuing to innovate. I think this San Moritz is actually the perfect size hot tub. It's 5 to 7 person hot tub. Does all the same things that a professionally installed hot tub will do, but you're going to set this up with no tools in a matter of minutes. You can heat this to 104 degrees, Dan. That's the same as a professionally installed hot tub. We have 180 jets, so you have that amazing massaging experience. There is a filtration system in here as well. And you can put chemicals in here too to, keep it clean. So it does absolutely everything that, a hot tub you might have installed will do. But it's a great price, and you can put this really, anywhere. You can do it on your own.
Yeah. When we go back to Michelle's camera, look behind her. Those are heated bubbles. And I know what you're thinking. If you've never seen these before, the thought process is, what are you, crazy? A hot tub in November? Well,
I know.
There are very few portable hot tubs that can be used outside of the summer. Now, I use my hot tub all year round, but I use it in cold weather every single night. Every single night that I'm at home. This has built into it. This is the piece of equipment that is going to be your pump. It's going to provide the air for the bubbles. With this apparatus that comes with it, it's how you're going to actually inflate your entire tub. You're not going to be going at it with a bicycle pump. You're not going to be, trying to blow it up.
No.
Can you imagine? Or a foot pump? No, it inflates in about 4 minutes. And you inflate it so that it's solid. I'm not a lightweight guy. I'm sitting on the end of this thing, and it will not collapse. It is a stiff-bodied inflatable, and they have perfected their electronically welded seams. And they make it look like a beautiful wicker or rattan. So then, let me flip mine around. Give me a second. And there's a reason why it has handles. Bear with me. I'm gonna walk in front of my camera shot, guys. Here's the ports that meld up with this pump. See them? The way in which they're located means it's the only possible way to hook it up on the front of this pump.
Yeah, and Dan.
Go ahead.
I'm so sorry to interrupt, but while we're right there, you see where that number 1 is?
Yep.
That's the spot where you're going to put the hose to inflate the hot tub, to inflate it, to put the air in. That number 1, you'll just untwist that cap. And then you'll just twist that cap. That's exactly right. You'll twist that right back on.
Locks it into place.
And then you take that hose off of the unit, and then really, like you said, there's no wrong way to attach that to that hot tub. And by the way, it does inflate in about 3 minutes. It's unbelievably amazing. I actually find it. Then you're going to hook up that unit. You're going to put your own hose water in, Dan, and you'll fill it up to 314 gallons. There is a fill line in there.
And I'll tell you a secret. If you're doing it in cold weather, if your garden hose is how you fill it up. I filled my hot tub in the middle of the winter by actually running it to a utility tub that I had in my laundry room that had threads on the faucet, and they match up perfectly to a garden hose. So I was actually able to put hot water, tap water into mine, and it sped up the process of heating up the unit tremendously.
Right. Yeah, so it will take up to maybe 24 hours to heat that. You can heat it up to 104 degrees, which is what I like if you're using cold water. There is a new stainless steel unit inside here that will help it heat faster, which is nice. But it depends on the ambient temperature. It depends on how warm the water is that you're putting in there, so you get that to the temperature that you desire. And you can set it anywhere from 68 degrees all the way up to 104 degrees. And we also have something called freeze shield technology, Dan. That's a newer technology for Bestway. So it's not going to freeze in the winter. So you can use this all year long. It's going to keep the temperature of the water between 42 and 50 degrees, even when you're not heating it. So it's going to preserve the structure of that tub. And there's tons of safety features as well, including the cover that we give you. There's 3-point clips all the way around. So you actually have to push in and squeeze to get that off. So you're really protecting, that tub from little ones getting in there. You're also going to keep it warm with that cover, and you're going to keep the debris out as well.
It's just a really attractive tub. And anytime you get in this, you'll realize immediately that it's the real deal. Now, my wife and I do have a hard shell tub, but we also have a portable. I'll explain why a little bit later on in the program. But the only difference that I found between the experience between being in either one is the hard shell tub that came with a price tag in it that had commented had fancy lights. You know, and we've got this weird little waterfall effect that Michelle, after the first week that we had it, we never used that effect anymore. This is, it is basics for hot tub, but it gives you that soothing warmth of up to 104 degree water circulating with 180 air jets. Now there's some simple basic rules. You do want to place it on a flat surface. That can be your lawn if you wish it to be. The reason why you want it to be flat is that way you get the maximum amount of water. There's a fill line, you'll see it right here. When you fill it, it says fill to the minimum or fill to the max. I always fill it to the max. And if you're not level, then it's gonna be off on one side. I know people who have put these in their garages so they don't have to worry about rain. I know people that put them on their back patio, their back deck. It is the true experience. Now, just because it says 5 to 7 people doesn't mean that a single individual won't enjoy this as well. I don't know if this will help you in reference, but I am 5'9". Okay? I can sit in this, and you'll notice that you're right up against the edge. You've got a wonderful way to lean and relax. Look at how much additional space is in here for me. So I could put more people in here, but this is wonderful for even just sitting and soaking alone or with a spouse, a partner, have a couple friends over. It's amazing how relaxing it is. And Michelle, once you've got a hot tub, you become the envy of the neighborhood, do you not?
I know, you really do. And I have to say, I was just actually skimming bubbles out of my hot tub. You say enjoying this with other people. I had my 2 nieces in here with all of their hair products and shampoo. And
okay.
So I'm like, I got a little shampoo in there, but that's the way it is. You want to enjoy that with other people. We were in here, we were listening to Christmas carols. You know, we just had the most wonderful night. Nobody's in their phones, you know, or on their tablets. Like you said, too, you can enjoy it yourself after a day, you know, maybe you went to the gym or you had a stressful day at work. It is so comfortable and so soothing, and those jets are just absolutely amazing. And I wanted to show you here, too, I talked about the filtration system. We give you this piece, and we give you 2 filters. Right there's one, and we give you 2 of them. And what this does is this just plugs right into the wall of the tub, right over where that unit is. So this gets plugged in there, okay? You just twist it on. We also give you something called Chem Connect. Yep. So this little piece right here, you're going to put tablets in there. I use chlorine tablets to keep my tub clean. You can use bromine.
I use bromine.
You can probably use, okay, yeah, you can probably use other chemicals as well. But Bestway recommends that you use tablets, and you can put that in there. This also gets screwed right into the side of the tub, okay? And now you're going to keep that tub nice and clean. And then I wanted to mention, too, we do give you this other little piece that attaches to the hose when you want to deflate the tub. So let's say you didn't want to keep this up all year long. You wanted to deflate it. You can do that as well. So Bestway, really, they give you everything. They think of everything. Everything is contained in this unit right here. And oh, by the way, now this is a new feature where the screen actually can pop up like this.
Yep.
So it will face you while you're in the tub, and you can also put your drinks in there. And it does fit a wine glass. I did try that. I've got water in here. I know it does. What I should have is hot chocolate in here right now. Okay,
can I tell my rock star story?
Yes.
And I promise I'm not bragging. I don't. If it sounds self-serving, I apologize in advance. I will never be a rock star. I know that. I'll never be a TV guy. I just happen to be a guy who happens to work on TV. But my wife and I, when we do travel, we travel by motor coach because my wife hates to fly. And back when I was still touring and doing stand-up, and my wife was touring, again, my wife is a professional dog trainer for television and movie work, which meant she would compete all over the country in national herding trials. We raised Australian Shepherds. So I thought it would be a really cool idea to have a hot tub that was portable enough to actually fit in one of the storage bays.